In the heart of the Yakograd stands a hero strong and brave. Commissary J, the mighty man, our republic he will save. Through the flames he leads the way, fighting fires with great might. With the people's love he'll stay, turning darkness into light. Oh, glorious CJ, our guiding star, champion of Yakograd. In death and heat you'll go so far, our courage bound by your strong hand. In the fields and factories wide, your spirit lifts us high. With your power we can fight, together we shall rise. Braving storms of fiery wrath, you ward off every threat. With you Jay we'll clear the path and free our land from debt. For the people you stand tall, defender of our land. With you we'll never fall. In Yakograd. Yakograd stands a hero strong and brave. Commissary J, the mighty man, our republic he will save. Through the flames he leads the way, fighting fires with great might. With the people's love he'll stay, turning darkness into light. Courage bound by your strong hand. In the fields and factories wide, your spirit lifts us high. With your power we can fight, together we shall rise. Braving storms of fiery wrath, you ward off every threat. With each day we'll clear the path and free our land from debt.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Nature was calling me. Nature was calling me. All right, here we go. New Republic time. How about Titanistan? I don't know. I'll figure out a name. Here we go. Episode 1 of a New Republic. I have not named yet. We'll find
Discovery,
out.
go at throttle
We'll go
up.
from there. Hey, Chief. Tier 1, 6 months in advance, 76 months total. You vote Margaretiville? Oh, God. No. So, the other thing is that Drummer got me the DLC map. People said they like playing the North Korea one. Oh, Yugoslavia. Can I check that one out? I want to see that. Let's take a look. I'm just gonna... These aren't the difficulty settings we're gonna play on. I just want to take a look. Yakograd, yeah. Oh. What do we got here? Is that Italy? Hey, that's really small. That's a really small Italy. Sarajevo. That's Sarajevo, that's it? Nah, I don't want to play on a map like this. Nah, drummer. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Let's back it up. There's Poland. Poland can into space. The North Korean one I kind of want to check out too. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, the scale, that's what I don't like about these DLC maps. The scale is just meh. Pyongyang. Isn't Seoul supposed to be over here? Pretty big map. Isn't there supposed to be, isn't Seoul supposed to be right here? It's, but once again, it's the scale that's kind of like, eh. No, not the Yugo. The... Yeah, I do like the terrain rip, to be honest with you. Lot of area for farmland, dudes. You can always go with villages turned off. Eh. Welcome to the rice fields, mother trucker. I don't mind that map. That's definitely... The Korean map is definitely in contention. I can't see the resources off the top of my head. Or up, like, at the beginning, Tessa. I don't... Well, actually, we could if we turn the difficulty settings down. I don't want to play East Coast US. That's just too weird for me. I don't want to play France. That's weird. Estonia, maybe. East German. Hey, Raiden, what's going on? How about EJ as Secretary of the Interior? What's... I love it. Asian map. Oh, yeah. I did like the Siberian map, but that one was tough. Let's see what this is about. Oh, God. Oh. No, sir. I don't like it. Excited to face new wall. That's Bakalakadakistan. That's the one we played that on. The Siberian map is cool. I don't know, man. It's just something about the real life counterparts that are just strange to me. There's 5 pages of maps. Did they add any more? Well, yeah, they added a DLC with all this stuff. I want to check out that East German one. And I like playing with the villages, dudes. I think that's cool. I think that's a fun game mechanic, having to take over the cities and stuff. Siberia would be a Kanadistan run. Whoa. Unemployment too high. Well. Can we? Weird. Oh yeah, because there would be West Berlin, right? Like, do we just have West Berlin? That's it? Oh, there's the train station. Where's Tempelhof? Shouldn't Tempelhof be here? Leipzig. What about Dresden? Here's Dresden. Yeah, see, I don't like this. This weird. I don't like that. It's just strange. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. We have... Peenemünde should be here. Where's the rocket launch site, man? Should be right there. Man. No, sir. I don't like it. We have an actual wall that you could face there. Yeah, I'll build my own walls. Thank you very much. You need to build a gigafactory in Brandenburg. Can we look at the U.S. one? You just curious? Yeah, sure. I don't want to play this. That's just too weird for me. Check the check. All right, give me a second. The bridge is going the wrong way. Oh, this is... Nah. 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 That. Yeah, nah. Yeah. Yeah, nah. I do like the North Korean map. That's pretty good. I'll check it in a second. The London Tower of London. What? The channel. The channel's in the game. That's so stupid. It's a big map, dudes. That's a big one. Yeah, pretty large map. They improved Birmingham by removing it. Yeah. The scale just screws with me. I'd prefer a map that's built for the scale that Workers and Resources is built for. The North Korean map is not bad. You guys said check the check. Okay. So do UK without the towns. Yeah, we're gonna start a new one, Rusty. Ah, it's too small. Too small. Hey, shouldn't there be a racetrack here in Borneo? Should be a racetrack there. I did look at it, Chief. I didn't really like it. It didn't really do anything for me. Your vote is the Siberian one? Cool, DJ, you just generate a map. Yeah, there is a map generator in this, that's right. You ran away from snow last time, charging headstrong into it. This one is very easy, yeah. Random map, but it'll give you options. Yeah, the generated maps aren't really... Yeah. Can I get another... I want another shot at the first map we ever played. New Republic is born. Forgive me if people are like... Yeah. But, I do like it. I haven't played this map in a good while. Yeah, I like this map. There's a lot of room to do. You know, a lot of room to do. And there's a huge freaking mountain right there. What the hell's that about? What's going on out here? Oh wow, there's a bunch of stuff out here. Look at this. Hey Bob, double evening to you. Pip. Oh yes, yes, good sir, good sir. I don't like the random mountain here. Kind of stupid. It doesn't look right to me. You have these flat, you have a flat estuary, and then you have just... Where is it? That. Doesn't look right. What resources are available? I'm pretty sure we got everything on this one. Going for a new one, what would you hope to improve this time around? A lot more planning, Bob. A lot more planning is what I need. We're not abandoning Bakalakadakistan. We'll go back to it, but like lots of good farmland. I like this map, Soviet Revolution. This is a good map. The custom ones kind of suck, Chief. That's the thing. I did like the Siberian one, but I do like this one as well. I think this map's a great map. The terrain looks like it looks right. The terrain looks like it fits. You know, my only thing about this is that there's already roads everywhere, but yeah, there's already roads and trains everywhere. Screw that. So what maps are on the table here? What did I say? Which ones did I like the North Korean one. I do like that map. I might play that with nothing on it. I like the North Korean one, and I like the Siberian one. You can check some workshop maps. Eh. Did we check the Estonia map? I don't think I looked at this one. The Estonian map, we can kind of name stuff almost finished stuff, which would be kind of funny. Oh, it's really small. This is a tiny map. Oh, I like the idea of building infrastructure out into the islands. Where is Helsinki? Helsinki should be right over here. I don't mind Estonia. This is a pretty cool map. Parno. Do some of these cities already... Does this already have a dock? Yeah. Tallinn already has a dock and a train station. Empty Estonia is not... would not be a bad idea. Guys, I'm really, like, we're gonna be on this map for a little while. That's why I'm taking my time. The last couple of maps we played with people on it, so I think this time around we won't have anybody. The only thing I'd want people on is the Siberian map. With Estonia, there's no NATO land, so no early NATO trucks. Yeah, I don't want that. No, I'm good, drummer. Yeah, Chief, we could. Colonize Estonia? Let me look at empty Estonia. I do like the North Korean map, though, too, dudes. Just saying. I like them. I think it's pretty good. Why is this border so dumb? It's the real border. Yeah, it's little goofy. But yeah, this doesn't. The only NATO border is via ships. Interestingly enough, I'm not sure I'm ready for that. I want the North Korean map. Empty though. I don't want it with stuff on it. I do like it. You sold me on it. Let's just take one more look at it empty. Ripley, I don't mind it. It's a good map. I just want it empty. That's a hell of a border. The OG map New Republic is board is challenging as well. It's so vast. Transporting goods around will be challenging on both trains and trucks. Yeah, this is kind of the same idea. How many border crossings do we have? 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's amazing. Same combination on my luggage. You like New Republic is born better? Actually, the first map I ever played was Eastern Europe Medium Hills. Do you guys mind if I just take a peek at this map again? Yeah, exactly, Chrome. I'm with you on that one. I remember I built my city over here. And then I decided to build a road down here for whatever reason, and yeah, I was like, I started building out wind turbines or something. I want to do more stuff with ports, so... That's a good map, though. I don't mind that map. Name the New Republic Fleikonen. No! What the hell is flatland with hills? Oh. Great for ports. Yeah. No. Yeah, no. Sounds Dutch. Yeah. How's the France one? I don't want to play real life places, dude. I'm wondering, can I check the random map generator, dudes? Put it on realistic. Oh. We can set the climate on the map, which is actually pretty rad. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Could we make a desert map? Could we make a jungle? Could we make a Siberian map? Okay. Alright. Let's just go. Let's go with A New Republic is Born. Realistic. Lock vehicles according to year, starting 1960. Here we go. Yeah, I know, can't see me. I think I'm good. I think I've seen all the maps that I wanted to see. Pause it. Okay, so last time I built over here. You got two gigantic borders right next to each other. Where else could we build? Is there any other spots where you get two borders next to each other? There's a small crossing right there. There's a big one right there next to Proverbium. There's a big crossing, a big NATO crossing there. There's that stupid mountain that I'm going to level because I hate it. No, I'm not done with Bakalakadakistan for good. I want to save Bakalakadakistan as a late game map. Like use it to test out different late game features. Oh. Oh. Rolled for ads. Get fricked, nerd. I call foul play. Yeah, whatever. Alright, dudes. What are we gonna save this as? Save as... Create a new save. We'll call it... One of my buddies that was watching suggested... Gabagulag. Dakabakistan? Herpel de Pater Pasta No, alright. We'll just call it Oliver. How about Jeff? I like it floating. Yakistan! No. This isn't the desert client. It has to be... Yakistan? We're not calling it that. Yakistonia! Yes. Yakograd. Yeah, alright. Yakograd. If it's Yakistan, you need a plane factory. Nova Prospect? I don't think we should call it that, Inko. Yakograd. New Republic of Yakograd. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. Okay. Alright, let's prospect. That's the first thing we gotta do. Glorious Yakograd. Alright. If I'm remembering right, the oil's over here. Yep. Not a high amount though. But screw that, dude. Crude is only gonna get you so far. Yakograd does need a new anthem, that's right. We'll have to cook one up. You think it's possible to survive without dirty oil money on realistic? Yes. Yeah, yeah, you could. You know what? First thing we're gonna do. Guys, we're gonna be on pause for a little while, okay? What's selling? Alcohol sells for pretty good. Alcohol sells pretty high, actually. So, crops. It does snow here, Alex, yeah. Clothes, trade for really high. A thing that really wouldn't be a bad idea, dudes, is to build, just straight up, build a refinery right here. I don't know if we can build one right off the... No, we have to research it. Just build the dang refinery as soon as we can. Tech right to it, build the refinery, and then just have a pipeline connection here. And then we could have a pipeline that goes across the river and just pipe out to NATO. Yeah, the weekend, from what I understand, Hellfish. Can we make an oil power plant right out of the box? No. Don't start on a known place. Start on some tougher place. Well, that's what I'm thinking. Like, maybe we could... What's steel trading at? Hold on. Steel is pretty good. Here, let's see. What's the best thing to sell on the ruble, aside from nuclear fuel? Clothes. Close. That's... Wow. That's way up there. What about fabric? Closes the meta start for realistic. Yeah. Yeah. Once again, let's prospect around. I never have done woodcutting, ever. Because I've never seen the need to. Wood never trades high, so it doesn't really make sense to lumber it up. Just a side note, what does fabric need? Crops and chemicals. We should have our own gravel quarry. It doesn't take much. Okay. Any iron? Oh. Hello. Okay. Pretty good iron mine over there. Where else is oil, if at all? This whole area on the other side of the mountain. Where are we on the map? Oh, we are far away. But we're not far away from that border right there. Interesting. There's a huge patch right there, and if we can, look, you can dig that up, be good to go. All right, let's keep looking. No. There's not a lot around. How long is it going to take to research oil and chemicals? Oh, I found something. Yeah, there's a pretty big one right here. Okay. Anywhere else? Anything out here? Nope. Yeah, there's a pretty big deposit in the center of the map here. Okay. Now let's look for coal. What does coal trade at, just out of curiosity? I've never, like, dude, I've never done coal. Nothing. Trades at nothing. I found a decent deposit here. Big coal deposit over here. Could be good for a port. All right. Wait, I'm wondering, is there any coal over here? Anything? Nothing. The only reason why I asked is because the iron... Oh. Iron is right there. Oh, welcome back to the suck. The winters welcome you warmly. Yeah. Element, I'm still in that name if I do that map ever. Okay, there doesn't seem to be a lot of natural resources in this area. Now, the reason why why do I say that? Why would you even call this out? I don't see any oil here. I don't see any coal in this area. And I don't think I saw any iron there either. This could be a good spot for the city, I think. There could be uranium here, but that's super late game. Yeah. Okay. All right. First thing we really have to do, we got to make construction depots. We should make one here and one there, and we should connect the roads so we can go back and forth. Thanks for explaining realistic start. Yeah, I wasn't really trying, but alright. What about farmland? We can do farmland here. So, if we want to put our city right here, right? If we want to put our city up in here, we got to think. Do we want a big highway that goes into the center of the map? Like over here. That's what I'm thinking, Sneaky. Yeah, that's the other reason. That's the other thing, King. I'm gonna try not to build anything right here because that's where I want to put our refinery complex. Because there is crude here. We just saw it. It's there. It's not a lot. Oh. Well, it's not as much as Bakalaka, but it's still a lot. I know. Sneaky, yeah. Believe me. Okay. This area needs a construction depot, so... And then we have electrical coming in there as well. First thing we got to do, set up a construction site. We need repair. We're going to need distro. Short range distro nonetheless, but there's a lot of stuff. No, we got a survey. Well, the power lines are going to need to go over here. And I want them to follow the road. Guys, what I'm thinking is build a road that basically goes this way and points right here. Now, why right here? Well, if we make a road come out here and go this way, this gives me all this area to build out a nice city and a dock and everything. And then all over here for farms. If we're going to sustain a big city, we need a lot of farmland. One food factory takes like 56 large fields. So that's really what we're going to need. I need that construction depot right off the bat to build the roads to get trucks in here. What we're going to need to do from there is to build another construction depot out here, a big one, and then plan the city based off of that. Over here, we're going to need farmlands, right? And then the other thing that I want is the NATO. We need a road, a small bridge. You can build a small bridge. That's what I did last time. I did like that idea. Just build a small bridge across so we can get NATO stuff and we can move on the dollar if we need to. Now, building the city in this way a little bit, that's going to help us out. It's better to focus on grain import with local farming subsidizing, especially early on. Okay. Will you try the double 2-lane road as if 4-laners this time? Well, Hooded, if we eventually want to go down that path, dude. If we eventually want to go down that path, I think it would be wise to leave, make my road right of ways 5 roads wide. Do you remember when we were in Bakalakadakistan, when we were making roads? I made them like this. Like we made 5 wide roads. I think that's what we should do. Use 5 wide for crossing when needed. Yep. Where might an airport go? Wasn't even thinking about that. Yannick, if I was going to put an airport somewhere, it'd probably be out here. But, yeah, I really didn't see the need for one, you know? Like, does that make any sense? Alright. First thing we're going to do is build out that construction depot. I'm going to leave room on the depot. Actually, I'll just put the line in. I'll put the line in because I want power. I want my power harness to be running with the main road and the train tracks. There's also a NATO power harness over there. As it's the first depot, would you call it your home depot? Don't do that again. Yeah, we need snow plows and the damn heater. The dang heating plant. Dude, yeah, you guys are talking about snow and stuff, and now I'm rethinking this. Hate that stuff. I think maximizing the debt in the beginning is the right move, dudes. Hedge against inflation, man. Borrow as much as we possibly... Oh, crap. There's nobody lives here, so I can't borrow a lot of money. Woof. We're cred maxing here. Okay. Last time I had an intersection that close to the damn border crossing, it really didn't like it. But I think temporarily what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a construction depot, right? And the first thing we're gonna do... Okay. I said the first thing we're gonna do... We're gonna set up something small. What I need is a road depot. We need free distro. The distribution right there. And then I need a gas station. That's it. I know you're worried about food, but I can confirm 8 large fields is enough to sustain a small city in the early game. Well, Metric, what I was thinking about, dude, is that... Guys, okay, so, stupid idea. You know, King, you said don't even bother growing the crops. Just import. If you're importing crops, you produce food year-round, right? That's pretty good. That's a pretty good thing. Like, I was wondering, like, could we just make a food factory? Import the labor? Does cost something, I get it. Import the labor, export the food. We could do the same with alcohol. Actually, yeah, alcohol doesn't cost anything. Seriously, a technical office, a distillery, importing labor, only 100 workers, not a big deal. It's just, the only thing with that is that it's going to cost you fuel. It will clog up customs, so put it at another border. Put it at another border. We need revenue. And we need revenue fast. Like, in Bakalakadakistan, I could take $10 million loans right now, so I wouldn't have to worry about this. But we only have $1.4,700,000. We have nothing. Fuel, power, and grain. Well, let's check. Let's look at something. Fuel, we can buy for 128. The power is inconsequential. That's nothing. So let's say 130, round it up. Right? And then we're buying crops on top of that. So, all in on importing like a ton of crops, using a ton of fuel, and a kilowatt hour of electricity, you're in probably 150. You can sell alcohol for 243. And you could sell food for 108. So food is a diminishing return, but alcohol isn't. You'd go with clothes. Oh yeah, no, there's no way. 29 tons of crops at max production, 3,500 water, 10 megawatt hours of power, produces 5.8 tons of alcohol. No. No, that's not gonna work. We know that's not gonna work. Alright, so I'm gonna unpause for well, let's buy what we need. So the first thing that we're gonna buy over here on the ruble, I need a cistern. $43, $38, $37. Pike. Okay, give me that Tatra 138. That's the first thing we're gonna buy. We only need one. Tell him to take that. Go here. Load. Unload. And go. Over here, what I'm gonna need is bulldozers. 2 bulldozers. 2 excavators. Unpause the game, let that all set. I was thinking maybe... So this is the first thing I want because I want to start messing with the terrain. I was thinking build the construction depot over here. It's probably going to be better to build it here. Because remember, we want the refinery right here. I don't know if we'll go straight oil strategy, guys. The thing is, I want to build out the city. We could build out a planned city over here, but we need capital to do that. Capital we frankly do not don't have. We got to be careful. You can have, Merkers, some maps you can start with people, but most maps you don't. Yeah, I mean, well, you can kind of set it. This map I started with no people. There's nothing. It's just the land, and we have some capital and the land, and that's it. Can you explain the 5-road lane build? Toombs, it's a theory that we have for how pathing logic works if you're building car-centric cities. The construction equipment is abstracted. You don't need people to run it. The game would be like... The game would be ridiculously difficult if that was the case. Alright, so let's pause and let's start messing with the terrain. What I want to do is over here, we'll build out our construction area. And if there's a little bit of a exploit here, if you keep the game paused, right? The bulldozers and the construction equipment never run out of gas. If we're gonna build a bridge over to the NATO border so we can get the better NATO stuff, we can away with this here. There we go. Just build it so the bridge is as short as it possibly can be. Yeah, see, you sit here, you keep the game paused while you're doing all this terraforming. These things never run out of gas. And believe me, that's what we want. We want to spend the least amount of money here as possible. Actually, we could probably spend even less by doing this. I'm not ashamed and I'm not sorry. This game is hard enough as it is. So what I'm doing is I'm bridging the borders here. We're gonna make a... bridge. That connects the borders together. Man, this is weird doing this again. I'm like, oh, I could build a big distribution depot. Oh, I could build a big construction depot. No. No, you can't. You don't have the money to do it. I don't have the money to just level an entire area. It's kind of the reason why I didn't want to stop playing the other, the Bakalakadakistani Republic. Alright, let's just rough in a bridge here. I built a wooden bridge here the last time I played this map. I don't want to do that. We should invest. It should be a... Well, I could make it temporary. But, I don't know. Now I'm thinking. Well, probably not gonna pave these roads right off. Well, you're gonna want to pave the roads. There's really no getting around it, dudes. You want to pave the roads, especially for when it snows. You want the roads paved, and the reason why I'm going to be insistent on doing that. Yes, I know it costs money. The reason why I'm insistent on doing that is because fire. The fire trucks. Oh, if you don't. Like, even on an unpaved road, even if there's no snow on a paved road, the fire trucks will still move faster. Yeah, Paul, it didn't... You know, we flagged the message to not display, and then you just typed it again anyway. It's, I mean, I admire the persistence, man, I guess. Damn, man. You wanted to make the pee-pee joke. Dude, he wanted to. $596 tons of concrete. I do not want to use this border for ships. There's a huge port over there hooded. I'm good. That's what I want to do. That's going to take forever. That's actually pretty reasonable. Bricks aren't bad. They don't cost a lot. Once again, keep that game paused. Planning in this game, I can't stress this enough. Planning in this game is such a big deal. If you aren't going to use the water access, why not just fill it in? Because it's a river and that's weird? I guess, let's say that's where I kind of draw the line on, like, doing weird exploits in the game, I suppose. Jeez. It said this terrain was flat, but it's definitely not. It's no exploit. It's Soviet physics. Yes. We really shouldn't do that. You want a NATO rail crossing here. I'm gonna build the right-of-way that I want for the two roads, but this is going to be where our construction depot is. I'll show you what I want to do in a moment. Got tired of the desert? Yeah, starving. Not tired. I kind of have to look at it with a, I got to take a break. Look at it with a another set of eyes. So I decided to just go back to, this is a new republic is born. So we have Yakograd. What did we call it? Yakograd. For Mr. Yak. So, what we really need is a repair depot. That's really important. We're gonna need a repair depot. And then we gotta kind of surround all of our construction buildings with it. You don't need that right out of the gates, but it's probably better to do it. Will the construction depot include planning ahead for a material supply for rail construction in a few years? I mean, I guess there's kind of a provision for it. I mean, yeah, I don't see why we couldn't plan out tracks and stuff, like a resource distribution hub, like right next to the border is right next to each border is probably not the stupidest idea, dudes. All right. Let me just, I'm gonna make what I want here. Can we build, we can build a large repair station. Just build it right there. How was I able to build this so easily in Bakalakadakistan? And now I'm thinking about it and I'm like, what did I do? There. Nice. I'm building scalability into this time, dudes. All right. So before I was using five of these 12. Hold on. Interesting. See, the way I'm looking at this holds half. See what I'm talking about? The using the smaller construction depots is actually, like, this is better and it's more resource efficient. So you know what? See these little, the 12. Hold on. The 12 truck facilities are actually, they're actually the most space efficient and the best bang for your buck in terms of vehicles, like, per construction depot. They don't take up a ton of space. They're really, really small. Yeah, you could fit 5 of them there. All in proximity to the repair depot too, which is super, super huge. That's a really big deal later down the road. Pick that tree. Now, the other thing would be a technical services area. You can do a technical service, and then we could do a distro over here. But for the meantime, or in the meantime, I only have that. Oh boy, this is tough, man. Well, but now you have 5x12 instead of 4x24. Isn't that more vehicles, Wardux? No. It really isn't, is it? No. It's 6 less vehicles. Here, hold up. You want to put a gas station in there too. Each one of these is a gas station for their respective vehicles. See, that costs like 3 times the amount of resources. Everything is tripled almost. Then add a 6th. Well, what? Hold up. What's stopping us from eventually just doing this? That is the best bang for your buck for a big construction depot. Now, I don't think I'll need technical services for this, to be honest. Not at least initial. Well, snowplows. Yes, we do. Yes, we absolutely do. All right, so let's take a look at technical services. This holds 15. That holds. Oh yeah, nope. This is the best bang for your buck. Yep. It's Yakograd. I don't know, Pedro, maybe. Yeah, I mean, King, I don't think that's that big of a deal, but alright. What else do we need? We have technical services for snowplows. And guys, I'm not going to necessarily build the repair depot first, right? I don't think the technical office was in range of repairs. I would build a demo office, but I'm not 100% sure we need that. See, look, here's the thing. Look at this. So first of all, we're going to need these pretty much everywhere. For what it's worth. Those, we're going to need to make a lot of those. But second of all, if you look, this one takes 31 tons of concrete, 19 tons of asphalt, 21 tons of board, 23 gravel, 65 bricks, 24 steel for 8 vehicles. This one is 15, and it's almost triple of everything. Why not just build 2 8s? Like, why would you do this? It literally costs less. If you have the room, it's less resources to pull. There we go. We are in range. It's the same amount of steel. So it's cheaper for the large one. The railroad construction office should be in range of the repair station, and that's with the material supply buildings. Yeah, I get it. I get it, King. We are going to need a railway construction office, huh? I don't understand the range thing. Repair vehicles will drive quite far. What is the science behind it? The vehicles don't drive anywhere if you're in proximity. If you're in proximity to the depot, they don't drive at all. Like, you're totally fine. And once again, fellas, we're not going to build all this right away. Big thing we're going to... I mean, to be 100% honest with you... I mean, we should pave all of this. What should we do? Should we pave the roads first? We also need a big depot. Pave them first, metric. It's Yakograd. Yakograd is name of New Republic. Don't need storage components for the repair facility. The infrequency of repairs are fine. Whereas gas, that's the thing we have to figure out. But I can put gas in, not in range of the repair depot. Everything centers around the repair hub. That's super important, especially later when your trucks start needing maintenance. Once again, we don't really need to build this right away. We really don't. Also, water and sewage. I don't think the repair cares about heat. Water and sewage. They're construction depots. Fire stations as well. Man. You can't make this easy, can you? A new republic is born is the map. The bulldozers need to get gas. You must have made wrong turn. Sure, drummer. Sorry for asking. Don't worry about it. Why did you start a new republic? Davey, I started a new one. I was basically working on Bakalakadakistan for too long. It started. I need to change. Like, you know, you stare at something for too long. Dude, I've been working on that republic for like 6 months. Time for a little bit of a change. And then we'll go back to it and make it better. Like, I would really actually like to do a couple of workers playthroughs where we go back to my old republics and we try and fix them. That would be kind of cool. Just finished one of my engineering homeworks. Gone was the time when a math problem was incapable of being on one piece of paper. Yeah, it's no joke, huh? Oh yeah, David. Yeah, that was my big reason, dude. Just got to do something new. Nice, Toxic. That's awesome. Now, roads. I wanted a road that goes basically this way. Right here. This more or less is where I want it to go. Right. I'm planning out roads right now, dudes. Not like that. Will this repair depot be in range of your big city, or will you have to build a new one closer? Build a new one closer was always the plan, dude. What's your philosophy for pollution? I don't know. Don't pollute things. Haven't even gotten that far, man. Oh crap, I had the game unpaused. Oh, that's annoying. Alright, so we're gonna build a berm out here. And I want this road to go this way, obviously. But what I'm going to do is outfit this road with plumbing, sewage, and electricity right off the bat. We're gonna need it, especially if we want it to go into the city here. And what I'm going to do, what I want to do, and this is why, Brandon, this is why that was a good question. I want to build the city over here, so I'm going to use another construction depot. I'm building out this construction depot specifically for making roads in the area. Once it's done making roads in the area, we'll build out, like I said, we build out another construction depot. Actually, we could use this to build out the other construction depot over here. But I need a construction depot this way. We're going to need water. We're going to need power. We're going to need sewage, right? And we need to, we need another construction depot for the planned city that we're going to build right here. Okie dokie? And we'll build it in the style of Nova Galin, at least initially. But when we build the city, we need to make sure that we leave room. We leave room if we want to build cars. We got to think about cars. Okay, that's as far as they'll go. Now let me get my runway out. What is this Nova Gulin that you mentioned? That was the big planned city that I had in Bakalakadakistan, Leon. That was the one with the, It was the one with the TV station and the radio tower and stuff. Nice, Barley. That's awesome. Now you got to deal with heating as well. Yeah, I know. Okay. So that stretch is pretty good. Let's just dial it in a little bit more. I don't give a frick if people are getting impatient. This needs... I'm taking my time with every stretch of road, dudes. In fact, I might raise the terrain for the construction depot, because it would help with sewage better. It's actually not a bad idea. Okay, so here's what we're doing. Get that measuring tool back out. And I'm going to make one stretch of road. That's 1 mile long. You planning on this to be a fully self-sufficient run? That's kind of the end. That's EMH. That seems to be the end goal for the game. That seems to be the end goal. Like, I think that's my win condition, dude. Instead of just... If you really want to win at workers, the win condition is being self-sufficient by the 90s. Like, no import, net export. I don't like how it made all this terrain all bouncy there, but whatever. Alright, get the measuring tool out. Build that center road. $5,280 feet. Boom. That's a mile. Okay. We are building... We are going to be building for 5-lane roads. Does this, well, the other question is, does this need to be car-centric? I really don't think so. Yeah, this would be good just for trucks. That's right, Ayo. Now, snow plows. Gonna need a plowing depot, and we need gas stations. Yeah, early game looked really cool, EMH. It really did. It looked awesome. Yeah, I was really into it. You know what, dudes? We might as well. We're here. Build this at the widest. And I'll put in the provisions for five lanes wide. It's just, it's worth it. The reason why I chose to do this isn't necessarily because I want to do 5 lanes. The reason why I did it is because this is going to have electrical going down. May I suggest avoiding crossings near the borders? Yes, that's a good suggestion, and I'm going to do it. Mutter, yeah, rail as well, but I'll be honest with you, dude. I actually don't like running the rail directly to the roads. Like, directly next to the roads. Like, I kind of want to put it off to the side just a little bit, but yeah. Yeah, I don't want it directly, like, I don't want tracks right here. Remember, we put the tracks right next to the road over near Aribi in Bakalakadakistan, and then they got all messed up, and the road got all messed up. Trains have, I don't want the tracks, like, right here. I want them, like, basically right there. But see, like, now that's not jiving very well with this. Should I tell my friend that there is an EJ Space and Rocket review today? Okay, 2 things, Dean. I was just kidding when I was saying before, so if you got pissed, that was my fault. Second of all, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, go ahead. Tell your friends. This is it's a temperate map. Could you curve your rails to the right behind the depots? I'm probably gonna move my construction depot. Guys, yeah, I'll probably move it. I don't want this, like I said, I don't want this directly next to the dang rails. Or directly, I don't want the tracks, I want the track, blah, blah, blah. English. I want the tracks next to the road, but not like right next to it. This is a good construction depot design. You know what? I might be able to fit the rails in there, but the other thing is that I wanted to put the construction depot Putting it on raised terrain might not be the worst idea. How long does it take to crew rate a rocket? Sorry for asking this random question. Depends on where it's going. Is that raised enough for the rails to go underneath it? No. Just so I know. Where's the flame trench going? Oh, it's going in the square hole. Yeah, I'm thinking so, Andrew. The one big monkey wrench in this is the pathway to Ilios over here. Remember how long the rail tunnels take to make without the bore? Yes, absolutely.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
Okay. Consider room for signals as well. Yeah. Hold on, shut up. Brainwave. I need reference. Hold on. Yarg, yarg, yarg. Calm your butt cheeks. Let's go over here. I need some reference. Sun Temple with the 100 bits. Thank you. Let's just zoom in on a random road. This is just a random highway in Poland. 1,000 bits from Sun Temple. Thanks, buddy. No? Last one, brainwave. Forgot to ping. You think if Ares 5 would have survived and launched dozens of times, do you think NASA would eventually crew rate it? No need. What are you looking for? Wardux, I need a big... what's the biggest highway in... Oh my god. Okay, alright. Let me rephrase. Do you have a superhighway? Like, I know that seems dumb, like, forgive me, ignorant American. Never been there. Wouldn't know. Is there a superhighway? Like, do you have a big highway that goes through Poland? Yes, two. Show me. What's a big one? I would assume that your highways probably go between big cities. So, like, Krakow, Warsaw, Gdansk. Probably have a highway that does that, if I had to guess. The A1 from Gdansk is one of the bigger ones. Alright, cool. Let's go. The A1. Where are we? 7, 22, E75, E77, S6, S7, 20. Which one of these is the A1, dude? It's marked as E75. Okay, this sucker right here. Okay. Chinkly. Alright, let me just take a look. Now, I know this wouldn't be... Probably wouldn't be Warsaw Pact era. Ooh, toll booths. Gross. Like, obviously, I'm just... Are there tracks near this road? Oh, look at you. You got rest areas. Cool. I know that's really stupid of me and, like, kind of ignorant, but it is kind of funny seeing rest areas on superhighways in other countries. That messed with me a little bit. When I went to the Netherlands, I was like, what the hell? What the heck's going on here? Yeah, it is a tiny rest area, Yarg, but they have them, which is interesting. I guys really like these trumpet into roundabout interchanges. Oh yeah, there we go. Another trumpet. A big trumpet interchange. No, that road is tiny. Yeah, just a 4-lane highway. Hey man, give them some credit. They had to they had to start building in 1991. Trumpet interchange. Oh, clover leaves. What the hell's wrong with you guys? Don't build those. Those things suck. Build this. That's better than a damn clover leaf. Okay. There's a railway going from Gdansk towards Starogard, Gdansky, and further. It splits and merges at a few points. See, guys? This... Bingo. That's what I'm telling you. Look. The road runs with the line. See what I'm talking about? But it's not next to it. It runs kind of parallel to it for the most part. That's what I'm looking for. We have the space. Spread it out. Now, I get it. This is, you know, a hammer searching for a nail in this regard. I just look for a pattern that confirms what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure not every single freaking road is doing that here, but... Highways with the E is part of the European Highway Network. Oh. Oh, that makes sense. But see how they didn't build them next to each other? There's a reason for this. Yeah. What do we have here? What do we have here? Ah. I know what this is. At least I think I do. It's turbo. Actually, you know what? I decided I don't know what this is. Is that wood? I was gonna say bauxite because of all the colors of this, but that's... No, I don't think so. That's a power plant, whatever it is. See the transformers? And then it's serving this big freaking factory here. Interesting. Paper mill. Yeah, could be a paper mill. Ah, okay, I got you, W. Could be a furniture factory. Yeah, IKEA makes stuff in Poland, don't they? Alright, cool. I saw what I wanted to see. Point is that the tracks don't need to follow the road, like, they need to be in proximity. It's a cellulose factory. Cool. Neat. Now, I put the road height at 50. It's 50 feet above sea level. What should we put the tracks at? A paper facility? Oh, God. Parallel, but not close. Agreed. $20? Put the... Well, you know what? Okay, let me finish what I was doing with the road first, and then we'll go. So, 5,280. We need to go 2640 for a half mile. Okay. Now we need 1320. Get the measuring tool out. So these numbers probably don't make sense to metric people. It's all good. Every 400 meters, I'm putting a turnaround. The reason why is snow plows. That's the reason. Snow plows. Oh, that last one. No, no, no. There. Okay, so the other thing is for this first quarter mile right here, we gotta grade it. It's a quarter mile and change. We have to grade this up. And that'll help us with the tracks too. So,
Discovery,
what I'm gonna
up.
do is just so the road doesn't get all screwed up. Hey, Peck. What's going on? Okay. Now, we're going to need to grade this. What I'm going to do here is delete this and get rid of these roads. And now we need to make a grade. So what's a grade? Well, grade is measured in percentage about how steep a road is. The higher the percentage grade, the more steep it is, okay? So if you have a 1% grade, and keep in mind this works with any measuring system, a 1% grade in metric is the exact same steepness as a 1% grade in feet, or miles, or kilometers, whatever. Pick your unit of measurement. If we have a 1% grade, we're going up 1 meter every 100 meters. Okay? Makes sense? Pretty straightforward stuff, right? 2% grade is 2 meters every 100, right? Or if this was in feet, 1 foot every 100 feet. That's it. It's that simple. Now, why would I take the time to do it in workers and resources? Who cares? Well, physics cares. Steeper grades make trucks go slower in this game. There's already enough things that are going to make my trucks go slower. That whole fuel thing. Fuel, that's a good one. Fuel, big one. Snow. Composition of road. There's already enough things that are going to make it go slower. You don't need them going even slower by having to go up a steep hill. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to set the grade here. Now, a decent grade for a road is, roads get, they don't really go over like a 5% grade if they can help it. 5% is very steep for a highway, but that's okay. That's good enough. Trains, 1 to 2% grades all day, which is the other reason why I don't want these things near each other. Yeah, going up and down hills make your trucks go, they'll go slower going uphill. They'll go even slower if they're pulling a load uphill. Yeah, they make your trucks go slower. That's not me like, oh, I saw a truck go slow once. No, I had, in Bangladesh, I had 2 trucks go from one side of the map to the other. One had an empty load, one had a full load. The one with the empty load got there way before the one with the full load. It absolutely makes a difference. So, let's grade this. So how are we going to do that? Well, the measuring tool is your friend. So, we have to go up 12 feet. We go up 12 feet at 1200. Chat, my math brain just left the building. That's good, right? That's good enough. Math brain has left the building. Pretty sure that's right. It's a 1% grade, yeah? Either that or it's a 10 and I'm stupid, but I'm pretty sure it's a 1. Oh, there you go, Brandon. Yeah, okay, sorry. Sometimes math brain leaves the building, and instead of making myself look dumb on stream by doing the math ROM, I make myself look less dumb by asking you guys. You know, it works. There's boy math. There's girl math, and then there's streamer math. Yeah, I was just making sure I was just testing you guys. Alright, so I want to give a little bit of a run coming out of here to make that flat. right? So right here is where we got to make this work. So how do you go about making grades? Well, you can sit here and you can sculpt with this all day, or here's a good way to do it. Is that good enough? Not really. No. I don't really like that. So here's what we're gonna do. What the hell? You forgot Hollywood math. Yikes. Okay. Is that's close. It's all right. It's not bad. Not the best. Not the greatest. That's a little floppy. You know, in real life, to get grades, to extrapolate grades for roads and stuff, they use a profile, a terrain profile like this. You see that? That's probably not going to be good for cars. I'm just putting it out there. So what we'll do is we'll get our smoother tool. And it wants me to... What's my bulldozers to get gas? Want to make it less than 1% since you have the room. 1% is barely noticeable unnoticed. Yeah, it should be fine.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Okay. I noticed 20-month resub. Take Amazon's money. Oh, I will. So, we hit this thing with the smoother, and that should help us with our profile. Cool thing is that you can keep this up. When you go to do this, I just screwed that up by hitting the level tool. So, in workers, the smoother, see the terrain profile, see these profile lines? The smoother you can get those lines, the smoother the road's gonna be. It looks like you're making a staircase. You gotta make sure the steps stay out like that, so. Looks like you got a little bit of a bump right there. Yeah, see? You didn't like that. Our step length isn't right. Got to make sure these are all equidistant from each other. Remember, I'm making this way wider than it needs to be on purpose. See it? See it? See the curve? Hey, Audrey, what's going on? This is Yakograd. Alright. That's pretty damn smooth. It still has a little bit of stepping in it, but that's okay. Now, once again, I'm building the reliefs in here for 5 wide. No, it's not going to be that wide initially. Yakograd, is that next to Yakograd? Yeah, yeah. You really shouldn't put these this close to your border, but I'm going to. I'm doing that just for now. Okay. Cool. Now what I'm going to do here is we're going to go back into our measuring tool. And I'm going to measure from here. $13.20. And right there is where our first turnaround is going to end up. Hey, Space Pope. Big Titan emote. So get rid of that crap. We don't want any of that. Your droids. We don't want them here. And this will establish our threshold for to the border. About it's about a 200-meter threshold to the border. I got a better idea. You know, you guys are gonna give me crap, but I don't care. Your 10-lane highway. Glorious planning. Yes. Doesn't cost any money to plan, remember? Mutter, we should, what we should do is set this, so we have a threshold from the border. 1/8 of a mile to the border, then up the grade, and then measure everything from there. Or we could just roll with it. I think this will be okay. Yeah, unless we raise everything, I think this will be fine. Now keep in mind, once again, I'm not setting this highway to be 5 lanes. I'm not doing that. I'm just giving myself... What I'm doing is something that they did in the US. They left room in between the lanes. So I'm leaving room on either side for this three-lane road. That makes sense? This is just, though, these roads are there just so I can remember that I left room on the sides. Now, let's measure 1320 again. Oh, it's already measured. We're good. And then let's measure the threshold to here. Yeah, it's about 200 meters. Yeah, it's about an 1/8 mile. It works. That's fine. Building it for car-centric? Tyler, I'm building it so it could be. It could be. I don't think... I mean, I don't know. It depends. I don't think we should do that much car-centric right off the bat, but... Now, what height do we want our tracks to be at? Do we want our tracks to be higher or lower than the roads? I don't think it means... I don't think it makes that much of a difference making it the exact same. The same height, have the tracks operate at 50 off the deck. I really don't think that's a big deal. But... well, I mean, we want the train to be at a 1% grade, so... But, yeah. You think lower than the highway, Wardux? Alright, we'll have them 10 feet lower. I'll have the train tracks at 40. What are the pros and cons for lower versus higher? Well, Eagle, I like... Wardux is kind of right. Putting the highway higher means it's a little bit easier because, okay, so the roads can go up a hill quicker. It would be easier to make overpasses that way, dude. Does that make sense? How much separation is needed for non-grade crossing? Well, that remains to be seen. I have not figured that one out yet. If you do it lower, you can cut under the highway if necessary. That's what I'm thinking, Techno. Because the road can go up a hill easier, right? It'll be better having the road raised and the tracks kind of at height. We already have a 10-foot clearance. It'll be easier to make overpasses if we have to. Because remember, we were looking at Google Earth and we saw that, I mean, it doesn't matter if we were looking at Poland just as an example, but it definitely was easier. They definitely had the tracks going at different heights. I mean, but don't get me wrong, the train tracks can vary. It doesn't matter too much. For my Republic, it's about 11 meter needed to get over the trains. Yeah. Now, we'll eventually want this train track joining up with the NATO tracks as well, so I think right here would be a good place for a junction. Or in this area, we build out a railroad. We'll build out our railroad infrastructure like we did with Aribi, right? This is eventually where distro will go, a depot, stockpiling resources. For space news, Neutron's payload user guide just dropped. All right. Oh, it's 5 o'clock. Oh dear. We'll split the tracks so we could build railroad paraphernalia here. Railroad and railroad accessories, boy. It's still bumpy. I don't like it. And it's still reading everything at 39 meters, which is... It's reading 3994. Or 39... You know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, but Mutter, that's gonna show up on the tracks. You know it, and I know it. You're talking about... Yeah, okay. Alright. Don't get all muttery with me. Muttery butthole. Alright, so now, Apitomo's over there. I would like a road going in that direction. First of all, can we get that far away with the bulldozers? That's the maximum radius of my current bulldozer depot. Three-quarters of an inch off, tear it down. Hey, man. It's gotta be good, okay? Landing runway trick. Well, it didn't like that, dude. Jeez. See that, Alex? It's because it's such a small amount of track to move, or of terrain. I think the biggest thing that I've learned, just on a side note, from Bakalaka is that you just have to sit here and plan. You gotta sit here and plan. You have to blueprint stuff, blueprint stuff in your mind, like Factorio style. Deadbringer 6 months in advance? Dude! Thanks, man. See, even though it looks like it's flat, it's not. See, it's still moving terrain around. I mean, it's moving it 1/4 of an inch, but... What is that bouncing sound? That is when you can't, when there's no more terrain to be moved. Why does he restart maps? I don't want to ask EJ because he's probably been asked a lot. You can ask me, Alto. I needed to get eyes off of Yakograd for a little while. Yeah, I just needed eyes off of it. I was staring at it for too long. I worked on that Republic for 6 months straight, dude. I'm good. What republic is this? This is Yakograd, or Yakograd, for short. Yakograd. I decided to go back to the temperate climate, guys, just because. This is Yakadakistan. All right. Okay, so we're gonna play After Hours with workers tonight, dudes. So I'll see you for workers on the other side of Space News. Space News is gonna start up at 5:30 here in about 20 minutes, give or take. So yeah, we'll keep going. We'll design the distribution depot out as best as we can. I mean, we don't have a what's it called? We don't have a train distro yet. We have to research it, but so you guys know the drill. I'm going to jog the VOD. That's part 1 for Yakograd. Part 2 will be on the other side of Space News. I'll see you guys in 20 for Space News. If you're on Twitch, just chill here. Yeah, I'll be back momentarily. YouTube, you guys know the drill. I'm going to jog the VOD, so the VOD gets split up for you guys. So I'll be back momentarily. Enjoy the tunes, and I'll see you in a second. On the YouTube side of things, stand by for loss of signal as expected.